Yo, what's up guys, it's Surreal Andre aka New Era X Saint with, like I said and like I promised, 500k, actually it's 530k pack opening, all gold historic and all silver historic. This is going to be good as I get Joakim Noah to start off. Now there's a bunch of shit to talk about right now. I didn't even know about this until like today when I saw it all over YouTube on a bunch of other people's channels as I pull Marc Gasol. I honestly don't even really want to use all to the new school players unless it's players that I actually like. Other than that, I'm really looking for kind of the historic players, to be honest with you, and role players from the silver packs. But anyway, to start, I didn't experience this. Tony Parker is a really good pull. His layup stats are serious. But anyway, I didn't experience this. I played my first road to the playoffs game already. I know supposedly all the teams are getting like really stacked lineups, so I guess it's a good thing that I'm doing this. And I pulled Johnny Hondo Havlicek. His stats are really underrated in this game. I looked at them even before I started playing my team. In 2K13 he was a beast to finish, but no, and his jump shot was really good, but they kind of dumped him down a bit. And then I pulled John Stockton, still the all-time assist leader in the NBA. Honestly, I'd want to use him, but I like a point guard that's more versatile. Literally all he can do is pass and shoot when he's wide open. I like a more versatile point guard, but I'd still love to use him as I get Dirk. But anyway, all over YouTube, it didn't happen to me. I played my first road to the playoffs game, and supposedly now if people, the sore losers, if they dashboard and don't want their loss, it says waiting for opponent. It disconnects you from the game. You don't get a winner or loss, but you basically waste the VC. As I pull a duplicate Dominique, you basically waste the VC that you spent to play the game. And it's just really it didn't happen to me. I played my first game and the guy took his L gracefully, but it's just, it could become an epidemic if 2K doesn't release a patch for it. Because, and I pulled Karl Malone. Honestly, he's one of the only power forwards next to Larry Johnson that I wanted to move over into 2K14. So I'm already satisfied with this pack opening, and I'm only 80k in. But anyway, yeah, sore losers are really serious, especially in 2K. People in 2K, like, they take the loss seriously. I mean, I'm a pretty decent 2K player, and I hate losing, but if I lose, I lose. You won fair and square, as long as you weren't doing like really cheesy shit with people like LeBron or something. But I take L's gracefully, and people should too, so hopefully I don't run into those. I probably will, because everybody's complaining about this, but hopefully I don't run into too many sore losers as I start playing more road to playoffs games. And I'll probably drop that road to playoff game probably like tomorrow's Monday, like Tuesday, Wednesday, because I have a couple more pack openings I want to do. I'm doing like all silvers as I get into my silvers now, and I pull Darrell Wright. All he can do is shoot, and I'm going to start my hidden gem series, where I take a player that seems quite underrated or under the radar that people probably don't know about, like I said, because a lot of 2K people nowadays, they don't actually watch a lot of basketball and they're not real fans of basketball. They just like to play 2K. So I'll release a hidden gem series for the under the radar people that you might have in your MyTeam, or you might be able to use in your ranked matches that you play online. You just see some dude on the bench that you don't really know who is, but then next thing you know, I have him being like the player of the game. But I'm starting that series, and the first person I'm going to use, Rodney Rogers, not the player I'm going to use, but Rodney Rogers. I'm very happy to pick him up in that pack. Rodney Rogers is an amazing silver player, very valuable. Like, he's a 4 that can shoot mid-range and threes, and he's athletic and can dunk. Reggie Williams is not shit, but anyway. Also, I hate that they're forcing you to get signature skills out of these packs. There used to be a signature skills pack, and there should still be a signature skills pack. I shouldn't be forced to buy a player pack just to get 1 or 2 signature skills that I probably won't use. There should be a signature skills pack. There should be a bronze, silver, and a gold signature skills pack. So yeah, there's a bunch of really annoying little things in 2K already, but I guess we'll have to work through it until the next one comes out. Emeka Okafor is a great silver value center, so I like that pickup. But what else? Yeah, the hidden gem series. The first person in the series is probably going to be Thabo Sefolosha. I don't know, especially when I play like team ups. people really underrate Tabo. Like, as I get Thaddeus Young, who's an amazing finisher, but they underrate Tabo a lot. Like, especially last year in 2K13, where people would just run to pull out Kevin Martin. I mean, I know Kevin Martin is a scorer, but seriously, as I get Grievous Vasquez, who is very underrated. I don't like him for some reason. I don't have a reason to not like him, I just don't like him. But he is one of the better point guards in the league when it comes to passing, and he has a pretty decent jump shot. So I have no reason to not like him, I just don't like him. So I'm going to go back to the goals at this point. But as I get Andrew Bynum, whose stats are not that good. His best stats are his rebounding, his block, and his post fadeaway and hook. His close shot and standing layup aren't not shit. For a big man, that's really bad. And I was using him and I couldn't do well, so yeah. And I guess I duplicate Kevin Love. But yeah, I'll try to get that video out for the Hidden Gem series this week as well, right out with the road to playoffs. And I have a bunch of other people that I have in line to be in that Hidden Gem series. Honestly, I have high hopes for that series because it's really true. There's lots of people that people really don't know. As I get JR, I wanted JR really badly, and he's the Sapphire player for finishing the Knicks schedule mode, and I did not want to go through that whole schedule just to get him. And with this new lineup system, I want to make an all Knicks lineup just for fun, for whenever I feel like playing as the Knicks. So JR is a good pickup, and then right afterwards I get Paul Pierce. As a Knicks fan, you have to hate Paul Pierce. You just have to. You have to hate Paul Pierce. I hate Paul. You don't even have to need to be a Knicks fan to hate Paul Pierce. He's so cocky. But either way, he's still a future Hall of Famer, so whatever. But I'm noticing that I'm getting a lot of duplicates back to back. I don't know if it's just like in last 2K where you'll get certain people in a certain time period, but that would suck. But anyway, actually speaking of that, honestly, even though it's so cool that you can really get, like, it's cool now that they give us guaranteed players in packs. Alright, as I get my favorite player, Kobe Bryant, who I probably won't use because I hate using him because I feel he's overpowered, and then if I put him on a team, he's the only person I'll use, and I forget I have other people. And anyway, I appreciate the fact that they heard us complaining about how often we get players in packs in 2K13. Alright, I appreciate that they listen to that. But then no, it's like, it's almost like a paradox, like where no, they're like, alright, so no, we'll make a guaranteed player in packs no matter what, which is nice. But no, it's literally to the point where anybody with mommy's credit card, as I get Chris fucking Mullin, it's over. That's it. I've wanted him so badly. I couldn't get him in 2K13 in my collection that was so extensive. I could not pull Chris Mullin for my life. Fuck, it's done. I don't even need to own packs anymore. I'm happy. I'm done. And I'm not even going to use Chris Paul because I can't do shit with him. I use him in team up and he's so terrible. He's like the best shooter who can't shoot. But anyway, yeah. But no, like I said, it's like anybody with their parents' credit card or something can really just buy some VC and get a fully stacked lineup. I mean, that's how it was in 2K13 too, but now it's even easier because it's a guaranteed player in a pack. And I don't know, I think it's more annoying because I got all my players in 2K13 from the VC farm, and I played a lot of games, so I just had a lot of VC, and I like collecting players. As I get Russell Chuckbrook, who I hate as a player because he shoots too much, and but whatever. Yeah, so as I play more Road to Playoffs games, I know I'm going to start seeing more stacked lineups. And I don't mind, honestly, because these people, as I get Walt Frazier, like I said in my 2K13 videos, if you are sub to me from then, Walt Frazier is one of my favorite players of all time. I'm so sad that I wasn't around to see him play when I was younger. But I mean, like, I wasn't around to see him play. Like, I wish. No, I would be so old right now. But anyway, I just like Walt Frazier. Lockdown defender, amazing finisher. Love to use him. He will be on the All-Knicks squad anyway. I'm really digressing a lot when I'm pulling people from these packs, but no, I forgot what I was even getting at. Oh yeah, people's lineups. It's fine, honestly, because if I see a team with a stacked lineup, I know I'm going to have a challenge, and I know I'm better than most of these people. Like, I'm not talking shit. I'm not saying, oh, I'm such a good 2K player, as I get Bill friggin' Russell, who I also couldn't get in 2K13. This pack opening was really paying off for me. I'm sure you can tell by now, but it was not a live com. I just really kind of just flew through this shit because I did this, I think it was last night. I came home really late and I was like, fuck it. I feel like opening packs, but I don't feel like talking. So I just opened a bunch of these fucking packs, and no, I'm just finishing up doing commentary and rendering, but yeah. So I want the challenge, and I know I'm going to probably lose some of these games, but actually in 2K13, throughout the whole time that I was playing games, as I switch back to silvers and get Greg Anthony, who is a great value player as well, I could count on one hand how many games that I lost. To 3-point trolls, to up and under cheesers, to 1-3-1 users. People honestly don't realize that you don't have to do all these things to win in 2K. Like, you don't have to be annoying. You don't have to really do these cheesing things that quote unquote to win, because you really don't. If you just play straight up, you will win. Like, if you play for real, take smart shots, don't make dumb passes, and just play your game, switch it up, play slow, run the court up, and like, just, if you're a real basketball fan and watch basketball, you know that you can play straight up and win. Just change your game up. As I pull John Starks, so I'm shocked is a silver in this game. But this is what I was saying about this pack opening. The beauty of it is that there are so many good players in these silver packs now. Like, the two others that I want for sure are Mahmoud Abdul Rauf and World Be Free. I know they're silvers. I'm pretty sure they're silvers because their ratings are under 85, and that counts as silver. So these silver packs are really, really good, and I'm forced to own them because they have a lot of the signature skills that I want, like Acrobat and Microwave and Heat Retention and Tenacious Rebounder. So, like I said, and Patrick Patterson is an amazing player. In real life, not so much, but in this game, I'm telling you, he's probably one of the best silvers in this game right now. You'll see why. He'll probably be in that Hidden Gem series as well, but Patrick Patterson is one of the best silvers in this game, hands down. No arguments at all. I'll probably make him the next person in the Hidden Gem series just to prove my point. But anyway, what was I getting at? Yeah, just playing straight up. Like I said, I played my first Road to Playoffs game, and there was this dude that was using he had an all bronze team. Obviously, he didn't, as I get Mark Price, who I didn't use him much in 2K13, but I probably should have. He's the best shooter in the game. I'm serious about that. If you ever pull Mark Price, he's the best shooter in the game. I'll tell you why. His 3-pointers are, I think, 93, his mid-range is a 90, and his shoot-off dribble is a 90. Combine those three stats, that's the highest combination of those three stats in the game by any player. That's higher than Steph Curry, I'm pretty sure. Mark Price is the best shooter in the game. If you get him, be happy. Give him a dead eye, give him a shot creator, give him a microwave, and he's a scoring machine. And not to mention, his passing is as high as, I think, Magic Johnson's. Yeah, it's like a 98, something like that. But anyway, I was playing the kid. He had an all bronze team, but here's the problems of 2K13 are still in 2K14. The shooting is still off the charts. Anybody can hit a 3, and I get a duplicate Hakeem. Anybody can hit a 3. Anybody can finish, which I don't mind. That's what I used to complain about. Nobody could finish in 2K13 unless they had finisher, and even then it wasn't sure. So it's cool that more people can finish, but anybody can still shoot a 3. I don't know what the difficulty is on, and he was running a 1-3-1 zone. But the funny part is now, even though the 1-3-1 zone is still in the game, 2K deaded it down so much. The 1-3-1 zone is now perfect as to what it should be. Well, not perfect as to what it should be, because you'll still get intercepted a lot. Well, as long as you don't make a dumb pass. But the 1-3-1 zone is now not as powerful as it was. Because in reality, for those of the people who don't know, the 1-3-1 zone is not a zone that's used in the NBA. It's a zone that's used in college, and even when it's used in college, it's not used that much. It's one of the least popular zones in the entire game of basketball. I don't know how that dude discovered it to be so strong and fixed it up properly to make it be the best defensive settings in the game. But it is one of the worst zones in the game of basketball, and it's barely ever used. I don't know why it was in the game to start with. Most NBA teams just play man, except for teams like the Warriors, like teams that don't have good on-ball defenders, so they just rely on the zone for their big men to just protect the rim and close out on shots. But yeah, no, the 1-3-1 zone is really, really weak. I swear to you, if you just have at least 2 good shooters on your team, you are good. You're good. The corners are always open, and they can't close out properly. As long as you, and if you have dead eye, it's even better. The 1-3-1 is broken. No, well, in my opinion, I played one person that used it, and in my opinion, it's broken. He was using it for almost the whole game. It's broken in my opinion. So I'm very happy about that. Just play straight up and watch your corners. That's all I can tell you if you're into someone that's using it. Speaking of a zone, there goes Steph Curry. I am going to use him just because he's a player that I like. Even though he's a current day player, I am going to use him. Fix him up with some signature skills and get him on the court and shoot some lights out. So this pack opening is actually going really great. There I get Josh Smith. He's a person I wanted to get in 2K13, but I had stacked people at the 4, especially Larry Johnson. So I didn't really want Josh Smith. Larry Johnson could dunk just as well as him and had a jump shot. So now I'll probably get some burn for Josh Smith if I don't pull Larry Johnson within the next couple of packs. There goes Brook Lopez, who is, in my opinion, the best center in the game. If you get Brook, you should be happy. He is, he is the best center in the game all around, because his offensive stats are really up there. I'm not even talking about in 2K. His offensive game is up there, and he's a good rim protector, and he has a mid-range jump shot. Brook Lopez is the best center in the game. I used to underrate him a lot, but now I've learned to respect him. Listening to all this year, I realize how overpowered the Nets are going to be this year. If they don't at least make it to the conference finals, they suck. They really do, and Nets fans are really puffing out their chest and talking loud and shit. It's so cute, like you're so cute. Your team has been good for a year, and y'all just made a trade to get 2 future Hall of Famers at the age of 37, and now you're talking shit like you're about to be the next world champs. It's not going down, in my opinion. Honestly, I see them getting to the conference semifinals at the most, and yeah, that's what I think is going down to the Nets. But anyway, David Wingate, if you pull him in a silver pack, seriously keep him. His offensive stats are not shit, but he is a lockdown defender. His on-ball defense is almost a 99. It's like, I think, a 97. David Wingate, great silver player defensively. Just his offensive stats are not shit. He's pretty athletic though. I think you can probably finish on breaks with him. So let me switch back to the goals at this point. Oh, Larry Bird. Here's the thing, I probably won't use him. I don't know, like, I like Larry Bird, but I just didn't like using him, especially because his jump shot was so weird. I don't know why they made his shot so weird. The jump shot actually looks like a shot in real life, but I don't know. But then there's Isaiah Zeke Thomas. He will definitely get used. I didn't use him as much as I should have in 2K13, but there is so much good about Isaiah Thomas. If you watched, I think it was a couple of videos ago that I talked about Isaiah and the story that he did to that dude, and then I pulled GP. I was so happy to pull GP. I couldn't pull him in 2K13 either. I wanted GP with a passion. I wanted GP. I love GP. Oh my god, I was so happy to pull GP. Now I just need Kemp. I just want Kemp and Iverson, obviously. But anyway, I guess that's weird. In 2K13, I pulled Iverson 3 times, and I've yet to pull him here. But I pulled Jerry West in my first pack opening ever, and Jerry West was the dude that I chased after. So anyway, I switched to the bronze packs just to see what were in them, and I don't mind that. You get, when you buy a bronze historic pack, you can pull up to 4 players in the pack. I'm not sure if it can go up to 5, but I've pulled up to 4 in one pack, and those are 2 really good players to get out of them. If you notice, it was Jared Cunningham and Greg Ostertag. Greg Ostertag has a 99 block, and he's like in the 90s in rebounding, I believe. If you have a Greg Ostertag, use him. He does what a center should do. He blocks and rebounds. Probably won't finish that well. Might finish on some putbacks, like. But then I get James the Troll Worthy, James Worthless, some people call him. Even though he was a pack troll in 2K13, he's still an amazing player, and I'll probably use him. So, plus, I don't know what I was getting at, but James Worthy was great. But I'm getting towards the end of the pack opening, and I pull one of my favorite players in the game today, Andre Iguodala. Thankfully, 2K lowered his shooting stats because he was a shooting god in 2K13 for no reason. Because as much as I love Andre Iguodala, he cannot shoot. He can't shoot, and I get Patrick fucking Chewing. The Knicks lineup is pretty filled out by the end of this pack opening, so I am very satisfied. But anyway, Andre Iguodala cannot shoot in this game anymore. They lowered the jump shot, which is realistic. His jump shot in real life is not that good. He's a better three-point shooter than anything else, and still not that great. But his finishing ability is still overrated. All his leaning layups and euro steps and hop steps are still really high when they shouldn't be. And then his on-ball defense, which is what he's best at, is only at 81. And Russell Westbrook's on-ball defense, 88. I don't know why they overrated Westbrook's defense. It's not. Westbrook's defense is not that good, just so you know. It is not. It should be nowhere near at 88. Maybe an 81. And Iguodala should be the 88, because there's a reason Iguodala was on the friggin' USA team. It was for his defense. Iguodala is one of the best defenders in the league. Hands down. That's what he's known for. That's why Golden State picked him up, because they have no D. But anyway, 2K doesn't know what they're doing anymore. Honestly, I've lost lots of respect for 2K. They're really half-assed on their games now. Like I said, if there was ever a time for NBA Live to come back, it would be now. They really half-assed on this game. I'm not going to lie. It's a nice refreshment from 2K13 and all the annoying shit that was in that game. But this game still needed a lot of work. And don't even get me started on how hyped up I was for Crew, and all it is Blacktop. But anyway, as you see GP's stats, he's a decent shot, great finisher, lockdown defender, all I want. Going on my main lineup right away. Doesn't mean Jerry West is going anywhere, it just means Jerry West is getting shifted to the 2. So I have a great dynamic backcourt. But anyway, looked at John Starks next. They didn't touch up his stats at all. It's just, I guess, because he's below the 85 cutoff mark, they made him a silver. But his three-point shot is still a 94, and he's very athletic. That's all I need. Like I said about David Wingate, all his offensive stats are in the 70s, his layups are in the 60s. But if you go down, where's the beautiful stat of on-ball defense? Yep, like I said. So if you pull him, don't be angry. He's still a lock-up defender. You can put him on the LeBrons and the Kobe's. He'll define. Josh Smith still has an overrated mid-range jump shot that he doesn't have in real life. 86. I don't know why it's an 86. His mid-range jump shot should be at least maybe like a 78. And those points do make a difference, trust me. Larry Bird stats, all still the same, all still 90s, but for some reason I probably still won't use him. But then there's my boy Chris Mullin from New York, where I'm from. Chris fucking Mullin, yo. I don't even need to call out his stats. You know his stats if you've used the Run TMC team. Johnny Hondo, have the check. Like I said, his stats are a bit underrated as well. They should be higher in the finishing department, but he's a good defender and decent mid-range jump shot. James Worthless Worthy. All his stats are still the same. Great finisher, great to run on the break with, no complaints. Who else was I going to look at? I did pull Blake, but whatever. Karl fucking Malone, definitely going on the main squad. Karl Malone, one of my favorite power forwards of all time. I think he's, I don't know. I want to call him the best power forward of all time, but I don't know. It's tough. People use ring logic and then they'll bring in Tim Duncan, but I don't know. It's to each his own, to their own opinion. Like I said about Andrew Bynum, his close shot is in the 70s and he's a big man. That is sad. As I said, his rebounding is up there, his blocks are slightly up there, but then it's just his post fadeaway and hook. And the post moves in this game, I don't know if it's just me, but they're a bit underpowered compared to how they used to be in 2K13. I don't know, it might be just me, but I pulled Bill Russell. I'm very happy about pulling Bill Russell. I wanted Bill Russell, the most athletic center in the game, hands down, so he can go on my running team. I will have different lineups for what I feel like playing with, and he's definitely going to be on my running team that I will playfully call the Bad Mama Slammers. Yeah, I like it too. But then there's Patrick, will be the star of my next team. Patrick Ewing, stats are the same. Great mid-range, great finishing, great rebounding, great blocking. You have no complaints with Patrick Ewing, honestly, other than the fact that his knees are 80 years old. So, but that's not a problem because he's still dominant. And I looked at Brook Lopez just for fun. His mid-range jump shot is a little low, but his blocks are still up there. His rebounding is up there. Brook Lopez, good friggin' player. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this big-ass pack opening. I like to do big pack openings. I'll probably do another one. So subscribe, like the video, comment. I will do another one, I promise, within the next week or so. So yeah, guys, see ya.